I did promise. And I have to deliver. This is the new one. And it's... Let me just unpack this. It's a black man in a KKK hood. Instead of holding up a torch, he's holding up an Afro pick. And the video title is called Why is Black America So Racist? This channel is so good. This channel is really one of a kind. And they now have 220,000 subscribers. The other day, they had 170. People have been waiting for this. Everybody has been waiting for this for so long. The BLM fist? It's not BLM. That's actually from, like, Black Panthers. It's from a long time ago.
Let me ask you a question. Let's say a member of your identity group goes somewhere he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Gets asked to leave, and instead of leaving, he pulls out a knife and stabs a teenager to death. Do you A, denounce the crime, B, stay silent, or C, give him $500,000? If you chose C, then congratulations. You might be a black American. There's been...
Oh my God.
Study after study trying to measure in-group preference among ethnic groups in the US. And consistently, the most racist group is black Americans, with the least racist being white. Their exploits include, but are not limited to, burning down entire cities because one of them got shot while attacking a policeman or overdosed, founding a nationwide cult to describe non-blacks
It's Yakub.
as soulless and demonic, taking an entire month to celebrate their history, mostly without knowing their history, stealing other cultures' historical figures and beloved folktales, putting up monuments of irrelevant, overweight black women everywhere.
Can you believe this video's only been going for 1 minute? Oh my God. Jesus.
And lecturing others about how everyone else is racist by default because of their skin color. Ironic. As well as being the only comparable identity in America to have more murder offenses than murder victims, which for those of you who are mathematically challenged means they are more likely to be perpetrators of interracial violence than the victims of it.
Wow.
But why are they like that? In this video, I go over the main theories, and if you enjoy it, consider subscribing. It helps the channel.
Why are they like this? Oh my God.
Theory 1. Historical grievances. This argues that the contentious history between whites and blacks, such as slavery or Jim Crow, is the reason for today's anti-white racism.
I think that's partially true.
However, racism usually follows simple cause and effect. A bad experience leads to prejudice. No one alive today in America was a slave, and no one was a slave owner. If historical reasons are the cause of current racism, then that can only be possible if older generations are teaching younger generations to hold on to that grudge.
That's exactly what they're teaching them. They do. They teach them that the country is still racist, that they're still disadvantaged, and that all these problems are just as real as they were in 1950. And it is a generational level of racism that is passed on from generation to generation. That's what's happening. It's obvious.
What's striking is that historical grievances usually fade over time. Because it's illogical to blame people who weren't born yet for crimes neither you or anyone you know suffered.
Except for the Jews.
Yet black anti-white sentiment seems to worsen with each passing year.
The reason why is because it's culturally acceptable to feel that way, and white people don't feel confident and comfortable calling it out. So whereas other forms of antisocial racist behavior get called out and eventually kind of fade away, the anti-white racism and black racism doesn't, because there's a lot of white people that don't feel comfortable calling out a black person for being racist. That's the reason why there's no social pressure in the same way.
Groups, the Irish, Asians, Italians, also endured severe discrimination and moved on.
Right.
That's why I'm confident this is mostly rationalization, not the root cause. Which brings me to theory 2. They're taught to hate. This one is more compelling. Education and media have pushed anti-white sentiment hard.
Yeah,
In schools, slavery is often taught as a unique white crime, ignoring that slavery was universal across human history. That
It's not. It was. There's no was. It is. Africa has more slaves now than, I don't know. Probably it did even back then. Like, I don't actually, maybe not because of the population, but like they still have a lot of slaves. Okay, there's way more slaves in Africa now than there are in America today. Dubai? Yeah, I don't know about Dubai.
Africans enslaved and sold other Africans to Europeans.
Yeah.
And that it was Europeans who led the global fight to abolish it.
That's right.
Media is even worse. Biased coverage fueled Black Lives Matter riots by portraying every cop as an immediate lethal threat to black people, despite data showing police shootings track crime involvement, not race. This narrative made black suspects more afraid, less compliant, and more likely to escalate.
I think that's a good point, too, that he's bringing up, is that the media was complicit in escalating tensions between police and the black community and making black people think that they were going to get killed by a police officer when all they really had to do was comply with the police officer and not try to grab the officer's gun. I think that's true, and it scares them. And like, again, like, yeah, you shouldn't listen to the media, but some people do. And the media is trying to push this.
Movies, news, and activism reinforce the idea that America is irredeemably racist against blacks, despite it being largely a fiction. If you disagree, I offer you the following challenge. List a systemic disadvantage that black people have, but you can't just say in effect like, black people go to prison more. You have to mention a current-day, unique legal discrimination that causes it. Theory 3. They're paid.
Yeah, by the way, there isn't any.
To hate. Put simply, being racist against white people is profitable.
Yeah.
2020's George Floyd riots caused billions in damages.
Yep.
And yet, corporate America donated hundreds of millions to the organizations behind it. Victimhood is used to justify programs such as DEI, affirmative action, and talks of reparations. Grifters on social media can make their livelihoods by simply lying about key social events to paint black people as victims and get hordes.
We stand behind Carmelo Anthony? Shut up.
Of racist support, causing a feedback loop with theory 2.
Was Shakespeare a black woman? Oh, God.
It also gives them cultural dominance,
Was Moses
since
black?
no one can criticize them.
Angels are black. You can prove it because look at this AI photo of a black angel.
Without being labeled racist. The trick is to maintain the lie that black communities are eternally victimized in America. That way, the people supposedly oppressing them keep giving them money out of guilt. Which also explains why black America has an envy problem in their own community, as successful blacks break that illusion. Successful blacks, especially Nigerians who outperform other blacks dramatically, get called all manner of creative slurs. So if you want to know how to end black racism, just stop paying them to hate us. Of course, you'd also have to convince the self-flagellating white liberals, so good luck with that.
I think it's also like, it's people that are unwilling to call this out because it makes them uncomfortable. It's very clear that there's a lot of extremely racist black people, and I think the Carmelo Anthony trial was a really great example of that. I think everybody saw how racist some of these people are. But I think also the issue, too, is that it's not culturally acceptable to talk about this, so it largely goes completely uncriticized. There's nobody that's talking about this in a genuine way, and the majority of people that are talking about it are either racist against black people or racist for black people. So there's very rarely anybody who wants to get involved in this conversation that doesn't have an agenda and they don't have an end goal. So will this video get suspended by YouTube? No, I think people in general collectively are tired of not being able to think about something like this that's so obvious. About Carmelo Anthony's situation's a perfect example. Let me see this real quick. One thing video didn't touch on is the political machine that runs on this stuff. Yeah, well, I think that they kind of did with the news, but yeah, you're right. Let me see this here. Is this something new? I don't know if it is or not. James Tallarico nods in agreement as a woman calls Carmelo Anthony's murder conviction a fucking tragedy. Let me see it.
Our people have getting killed left and right. Carmelo Anthony's case is just a tragedy. Excuse my language. But it is. But it is. So what are we going to do to fix those harms? Our people have getting killed.
I think go and give him a knife, right? I mean, I don't know really. I mean, he could just be nodding along, listening to what she's saying. So like it's I'd have to ask this person. Like, I hate James Tallarico. I'll never vote for him. I think Ken Paxton's also a scumbag, but I would vote for Ken Paxton any day of the week over James Tallarico. But I'd vote for Jasmine Crockett over James Tallarico, if you want me to be honest. But I really don't like him. Why? Because I think that he's a weird freak. I think he's a weird freak. I don't like this stuff he says. I think he's a self-hiding white person that tries to pretend to, you know, like care about like America whenever they don't. What's his ideals? Well, one time he was talking about like how God is non-binary, talking about like trans stuff, etc. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I don't want to hear about how we should let illegal aliens into the country. That's the reason why. He's an emotional politics guy. He is. He wants to trans your kids? Yeah, he does. He wants to trans kids. He's probably half in shock during the famous Bernie Sanders clips. Yeah, exactly, right? And I remember this very clearly. This was very embarrassing. And then we'll watch the cop video. Remember this?
Thank you, Seattle, for being
the
one of the
activists
most
disrupt a rally.
Cities in the United States of America.
We want an opportunity to address. We want an opportunity
Okay. Well, ask him.
And they just randomly showed up. We're shutting this event down.
If you do not listen to her, your event will be shut down right now. Right now. Your decision. Make a decision now.
I'm sure they are.
We are going to let you on the mic. Okay. All right, so
only 2020 or 2021 could something this stupid happen. Oh my God.
We're gonna let you on the mic.
It's like a meme.
We will after Senator Sanders.
Oh my God.
After Senator Sanders.
Do not tell me what to do.
After Senator Sanders.
Sit down.
After Senator Sanders. Okay. All right.
Let her speak.
All right.
No. What an embarrassment. I know.
We're shutting it down. You are shutting it down. You are disrupting this event. You are disrupting this event. We will.
That's on his campaign. Let her
No,
speak.
you are shutting it down. We are shutting.
Let her speak or we shut it down.
We will shut it down. You are shutting it down. You are. No.
Don't tell me what to do. She screams commands at him. It's because these people think they have the authority to tell everybody else what to do. And they think they derive that authority from their race and their gender. That's what they are. They're racist.
We will give you.
No security. This did make Bernie look really bad.
No.
I mean, if you get finessed out of the mic by two random fat women that come out there and they won't stop talking, but they didn't want to get rid of them because it would optically look bad. That's the reason why I think he did that. If they were white men, they wouldn't be up there 30 seconds. Yeah, of course, and I think everybody knows that.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, this made him look really, really bad.
That's fine.
How do you get rid of them? You bring on the security to throw them on the ground, then you get the police and you arrest them and you put them in jail for disrupting an event? Like, what do you mean? It's actually really simple. Like, what are you talking about? Like, oh, how do you deal with this? It's actually really easy how to deal with it.